Okay, so first things first, I went to go see Company last night and so good. But in more important matters, it is top 5 week and I couldn't decide like one thing to talk about, so I'm gonna talk about 5. Alright, so first we have books, and I'm just gonna exclude Harry Potter and John Green from this because they're just like the best ever, and I know you guys have already read them, and I was thinking maybe you might possibly find some new books from this that you maybe might possibly want to read. Also, this is in no particular order because, you know, choosing is hard. So first we have Flight by Sherman Alexie. I was introduced to Sherman Alexie in English class this year. We were reading The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian, which is a really good book. I recommend it, but I wanted to read more from him, so I went and I picked up this book, which is a really quick read. It's not even like 200 pages, and it's about this half Native American, half white kid who's named Zitz, and he kind of loses his way and then he goes on adventures through time, and it's exciting and I really like it. You should read it. Next one is The Maze Runner by James Dashner. It's about this kid who gets dropped off in this area and there's this maze and there are a bunch of other people and it's just exciting and they have to solve the maze, and then there is a sequel and I think there's maybe a 3rd book, but I haven't read it yet. So yeah, read it. The next one is The Name of the Star by Maureen Johnson. It's kind of about Jack the Ripper, except different, and it's really good. It's not exactly a horror story, but I wouldn't recommend reading it at midnight. Or maybe I just get scared really easily. Next book is Peeps by Scott Westerfeld. It's really good. I read this in like 7th grade the first time around, and I've read it 2 or 3 times since then. It's about vectors and hosts and this kind of disease, and this guy who is a carrier of the disease, and it's good. There's also a sequel, but it's not about the same guy. It's kind of weird, but I like Peeps more than I like The Last Days. Anyway, it's good. You should read it. The next one is It's Kind of a Funny Story by Ned Vizzini. I have not actually seen this movie, even though I know that it's a movie. I picked it up thinking that, oh, maybe I'll want to see the movie after I read it. I'm kind of the type of person that doesn't really want to see a movie before I read the books. It's about this kid that's in a mental hospital. Yeah. Read it. And now my top 5 favorite TV shows, once again in no particular order because choosing is hard. This is excluding Doctor Who because you know Poster and Dalek and Adipose and Tom Baker scarf. First off, Firefly, because if you haven't seen Firefly, what are you doing with your life? It's 1 season long. Go watch it right now because it's so good. Second off, Community. It's about these people that are at a community college and they form a study group and have adventures, and it's exciting and I really, really like it, and you should watch it because so good. Next is Sherlock, because Sherlock is amazing, and also if you haven't watched Sherlock, it's like 6 episodes. Go watch it because it's 6 episodes and it's Benedict Cumberbatch and wow, okay. Yep. Next off is Merlin, because it's kind of freaking adorable, and also like Anthony Stewart Head and Jethro from Doctor Who. I'm forgetting his name right now, but so good. And lastly is New Girl. It's this new show. It's not even done with this 1st season. It stars Zooey Deschanel, and it's kind of just hilariously adorable and adorably hilarious. So go watch it. Okay, my top 5 favorite lesser known YouTubers, once again in no particular order. I will put links to them in the doobly-doo or maybe over my face or something. They're all really good, so you should go subscribe to them if you haven't yet. Savannah Amazing, she's about 15, I think she's like our age, and she makes really good videos. She has a couple thousand subscribers, and yeah, she's really good. Second off, Emily the Brave. She's not as lesser known, but she makes really good thought-provoking vlogs, and so I really like them. You should really like them. Go watch her videos. Next off is Dan Resler. He lives in Indianapolis. He's, I think, a senior in high school. I feel like a stalker for knowing these things, but he makes kind of really hilarious, informative vlogs. Like, his vlogs are really informative, but they're also really hilarious, which makes me just love them. So, yeah, go watch him as well. Next, Cassie HP, some numbers. I don't know, her real name is Cassie King. She is a freshman in college, and she makes also really thought-provoking videos that are, once again, kind of really hilarious. Last but not least, this is someone that Shannon should know already because she did an intro for our other collab. So Tegan Bowie Freak is cool. She won Buck Factor. She's in 8th grade, I think. I don't know. She's cool. I am really bad at descriptive words. My top 5 favorite musics that are not YouTube musicians, because I don't know, you might not know about them or something. They're really good, so you should listen to them. Yep. Okay, first off, the Mountain Goats. If you haven't heard of them yet, how are you a nerd fighter? Because they're like John's favorite band, and they're probably mine as well. They're so good. Second off, the Fratellis, they make good music. Chelsea Dagger, you've probably heard that. Yeah, go listen to them as well. Third off, Neutral Milk Hotel. You've probably heard of them if you read Will Grayson. That's actually where I found them, and then I listened to their music, and I was like, whoa, this is good music. Fourth off, Noah and the Whale. It's this band, they're kind of similar to like Neutral Milk Hotel and the Mountain Goats, but not. They're also really good. Fourth off, the Arctic Monkeys, just because they're a little bit different than all of the other bands that I've mentioned already, but they're similar and they're good. I just realized I mentioned like all of the hipster bands, so yep. That's all. I have no idea how long this video actually is because I probably ranted for a really long time on a lot of these things about how good they are, and you know what I learned from this experience? I need to learn how to describe things other than the words so good, because I'm pretty sure I use that for everything. So, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye. I just remembered the suggestion about signature sign-off sounds, and I have a really good one. Here's my tribble.